both against Syracuse. They won at Syracuse, had a couple of games postponed, and then won at home against Syracuse to go to 3-1 on the league. A nice save there by Stewart, but into the hands of the Panthers yesterday. And we asked him, hey, that win over Syracuse, I mean, they scored 64 points in the second half. They won. It felt like Duke is 5-3 on the season. The 3 losses at home to Michigan State, at home to Illinois, at Virginia Tech. They are 3-1 in the league, but the 3 wins have come against the 3 beneath. The ball is stripped away, and back come the Blue Devils, led by DJ Stewart.
Getter's out there.
By the way, we should mention Jalen Johnson now into the game for Duke, came in after the timeout. Three-pointer a little bit strong for Ithiel Horton, who's a very good shooter, a transfer from Delaware. Stewart, nice feed.
And really develop a feel for this game at this level.
Champagnie, his second, is a terrific three-point shooter, misses that one. 44% on the season. Xavier Johnson somehow give it right back. Champagnie feeling it from beyond the arc. What a follow by Jeff Capel, also coaching at VCU in Oklahoma. Johnson with a long
aggressor within the pace, but Pittsburgh just following right up where they left off against Syracuse.
He hit a couple, but go do some work on the inside. That's where you're at your best. Johnson back to Moore for a good look from the corner. For 2 from the line. He's 0 for 2 from the field. And we asked Jeff Capel, you know, how do you guard a guy who can score from so many different spots on the floor within 3?
The teams have done a good job avoiding that driving kick. So what's there is the drive and go behind. That was a good read.
Now Champagnie called for the offensive foul. Johnson takes the charge.
I don't think he agreed with it.
No. I think he said, I didn't hit him, is what I think he just said to his coach.
Ooh, that was really close. Look, I think widen the lane, get rid of that arc. You have to adjust to the, No, I'm usually on the sideline talking.
Around and out.
How do you shut them down? Well, it's hard to do so because a lot of them, they're simple effort plays. They create for themselves with their effort and their toughness.
What a key to the cutting Jalen Johnson for the easy slam. And there's down in Gainesville by the Gators, and then you try to get away from it, but you just can't.
They don't have to overhelp. You don't overhelp, you get more rebounds. It's the whole thing works for them. Then you add the scoring from the guards. They're terrific. Gonzaga almost invites you every single game to.
It would be in April. It wouldn't even be in March if they were to meet. DJ Stewart, the freshman from Chicago, with a 3.
Guys we know about. But the reality is, college basketball is built to develop kids. And this guy, Matthew, that's the thing about college basketball that we don't talk enough about because we get so enamored with stars.
Brown
says the role player.
Well, Jeff Capel said the kind of guys that he get, they understand it's a multi-year process. He's not.
I would almost say, like, look, I'm going to win every 2 to 3 years, maybe 4. Because every now and then you lose some guys and you no longer have your core group. I get it. I mean, the young guys need to be developed, but the expectation is you have to have.
And beyond their program, Duke just outside of their program.
I think in terms of games played and how we value that, in terms of the development of the team, these guys are missing. It's time on the floor, time in the locker room, opportunity to develop that dynamic. It's just not bad. There are just certain things that if you don't play zone a lot, there are going to be some challenges. You get back, it's time for a stop. And then you start to capitalize. Veteran teams somehow know how to do that. Good things happen when you do that.
Keep an eye on 11 in white. Again, back early from a knee injury last week against Syracuse.
Against it, right? You're not really prepared for how hard somebody's going to play and the physicality they may bring.
5, 2.5 to go in the first half at the Peterson Event Center. Good ball movement. Tony wide open.
Say Pitt has been able to move the basketball freely and get into spots that are no-no spots for Duke's defense.
And let's see how Duke attacks the zone. Pitt's been in it.
Because you feel like, I got my area. And the communication for Pitt, it's been good.
Hurt steps in, kicks out to Roach. Good. This was a feel-good miss. You were ready to take another one as soon as you got it back.
Absolutely.
And Champagnie for three.
Just been impressed with this Pitt team, considering what they're coming off of. Yeah, you're going to feel good about how you played against Syracuse, but man, they're just playing at a high level, moving it to where they want and attacking in transition. Just got to clean that up.
Boy, great defensive transition there by Jalen Johnson. He sets up Wendell Moore, and he never looked like he missed a beat. 24-16 against Syracuse on Saturday in his return, 17-10.
Second chance opportunity, but Pitt came away with it.
Good look for Xavier Johnson. He can't knock it down. Koulibaly, something looked like may have been wrong with his shoe. He fixed that, and now he's back in there in the front court. Johnson got it back. The largest lead of the night for Pitt. Nearly a steal on the Tony Gamble. Nice cut by Moore. And that
reading defense, kind of doing the Peyton Manning. He's going to throw it to the open spot and hope someone's there.
Koulibaly from
present. I know they vacated. They went out and took the perimeter, but you have to be present in the sense that you've got to get that ball out of that weak spot of the zone, not allow him to square up a jumper.
I think he heard all of that big. Johnson tried to thread the needle, couldn't do it. Jalen Johnson behind the back, 4-on-1. And Moore with
transition. That's where the young talent seems to thrive the most.
Horton, no. Tony had it but lost it. You could see the frustration. He knew he had an easy 2 points if he could have corralled that. Good defense by Champagnie, keeping Roach off the baseline. Now Roach for three.
That's good.
We are one Tony rebound away from two different Panthers already having a double.
First half, that's a guy that's developed.
Horton misses the three. Jalen Johnson getting a lot of minutes. Second game back off the foot injury and looking good. A double-double. We could have three players with double-doubles in this game. We already got one of them. Champagnie took care of that in the first half. Now a rejection. Johnson blocking Koulibaly. Roach with a couple of crossovers off to Johnson for three.
Willing to take the deep jumper.
And now a turnover. Moore hits the deck. Comes up with the ball for Duke. Johnson again. And maybe we're seeing things, but there appears to be a little bit more energy in that zone right now. And they
go run six. A lot of us, we watch Synergy. Synergy would tell you the same thing. Duke has a good adjustment out of timeouts, and they're usually successful.
Champagnie with a block on Johnson. Joey Baker inside.
No. I'm not saying it like I remember. I just know of it because I'm in the Philly suburbs.
Oh, absolutely. Little pressure here. And Odekale gets it over for Pitt. But Duke has definitely stepped up the intensity at the defense.
If they're going to extend pressure out, you have to attack the score. They got lucky in that play, being able to split and get it to Champagnie and a finish.
Jalen Johnson baseline. And a foul, no basket.
Champagnie was open the entire time. Again, you dance around. You just can't allow that split. You allow the split, you're basically giving up a basket, putting your backline guy in the basket.
Nice drive and kick. Nice shot fake. Boy, they're doing everything right and eventually get rewarded. 8-point lead, Pitt over Duke in a game that Pitt has led almost the entire way. Jalen Johnson, a big second half.
Pitt to pick out their passes. God, that was a lot of P's, wasn't it?
Champagnie.
You put too much pressure on yourself with things that just don't matter, and you step back, the game gets simplified a bit, and it seems as if that's the case for Champagnie these last two games.
Hurt going down in the post.
But in the moment with adrenaline and everything else, you might be able to walk it off, but we're going to have to keep an eye on that when he comes back in, if he comes back in.
Duke turns it over. Xavier Johnson, a three-year starter, back to Champagnie.
Knockdown shooter, because then it leads to long closeouts. Long, hard closeouts leads to drives and more opportunities, not only for yourself, but for others.
And now guarding Jalen Johnson at this end. Yep. Yeah, if he's out there, you know it. He is in the mix. He's feeling it from beyond the arc. Not this time. Ball still loose. Saved by Stewart. Moore. Tape getting some minutes tonight. Can't finish. Got it back. And will be at the free throw line from beyond the arc. A game high 28 points. And now they forget about Tony on the weak side, but what a recovery by Johnson. Stewart wide open. Tony for three. And somebody must have gotten a finger on that. Johnson down with it for Duke. Hurt. Spins. Odekale into Tony.
First half, but in the second half, 6-1 in favor of Duke in terms of offensive rebounding. You're telling me their effort hasn't been elevated in this second half?
I think we've seen, look at this. One of them is healthy and playing like he is tonight.
Well, he just attracts attention. I mean, you see, everybody's watching the basketball. You watch the basketball, watch the basketball. A good hard cut gets you wide open. And that's kind of what you'd expect. Zach Goldwire, if I could see that right, yeah.
And Notre Dame will be at the Pitt to take on Pitt at 8 o'clock Eastern. Wall-to-wall ACC action on the ACC network a week from Saturday. A rejection for Champagnie. And then a block at the other end. Johnson got a piece of it. And here he comes. And there he goes.
Transition because they can do what Coach K said he wants them to do, and that is play instinctually, think less.
What a great play by Stewart to come up with a steal. Boy, Johnson thought about it. Hurt will take it, and it gets it back. He's going to have to create something. Kicks it into Tony. And a foul. These are the kinds of games where you learn a lot about a young team. Duke's got 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores in the game. Hurt got a height advantage on Champagnie. In the front end of the 1-and-1 is not what you're looking for in this close of a game. Johnson surrounded, and a foul committed by Pitt. Has not made a field goal in 6 minutes. Until
figure that out.
Hurt with the offensive rebound on the missed free throw. Right back up, and Champagnie got him right at the rim. And now a steal by Tony. And a block at the other end by Moore. Wow, up and down they go, challenging everything at the rim. And cooling
forth. You know, I just lay out and let you go. But the second chance opportunity created by Matthew Hurt was great, but not when Justin Champagnie's around. And then you just have to settle down.
Roach sneaking inside, reverse, no good, and another rebound for Champagnie. And Jalen Johnson, I believe, just fouled out of the game.
Needs to kick the ball out of bounds so we can see it again.
Yeah, he was there, and then he was somewhere else. 4-point game. Hurt over Champagnie.